Hello everyone and welcome back to the Celino channel. As I'm sure most of my current subscribers are aware, I've been switching up the content recently, and in the midst of all that I've found a fair few new dinosaur games, some of which we'll be looking at in more detail in the coming weeks. But today in particular I wanted to look at a specific game, and this game is called Primal Dominion. But before we get into it, as always, if you could consider liking and subscribing, it would really help out the channel, as it does push me out on the algorithm, and that of course does help motivate me to keep producing these daily uploads, which I'm actually enjoying at the minute. The support has been great. But with that being said, let's get into the video. So first and foremost, I just wanted to say this footage doesn't come on my behalf. It comes courtesy of DinoCulture, and their link will be in the description. But yeah, to the point of today's video, what is Primal Dominion? To me, I sort of find it like if Call of Duty and the Isle had a baby, this would be the most likely outcome. It is actually in many respects very similar to Call of Duty Zombies, if you have ever played that. You may also have heard of this game a few months ago. I mean, a fair few big YouTubers did make videos on it as a way of promoting the game. But you know, that was like 9 months ago, and since then it has in many regards sort of fallen out of that spotlight that it was in for however many weeks, you know, these videos were being made. But even today I still feel like it doesn't get as much sort of love as it should, because it is a relatively unique game, and I feel like it does have a lot of potential. You know, I feel like the thing with dinosaur games at the minute is that when you say dinosaur game to your average person, the first thing that comes to mind is probably something of Jurassic World Evolution 2 or Prehistoric Kingdom. And as much as I love those games and you know how great they are, I feel like there's games such as Primal Dominion that are just so slept on. I can't remember the last time that we had like an actually decent game within the past, what, 5 years that's sort of tackled that PvE/horror sort of dinosaur shooter, and this is something that Primal Dominion does quite well. And right now, for me at least, the one thing I want other than Prehistoric Kingdom on console is probably a Rust-esque dinosaur game. And I know that Rust probably isn't the best comparison for Primal Dominion, but being a content creator, something I struggle with heavily, especially being on console, is finding cross-platform games that I can use that actually work in videos. A prime example of this is when I did the collab with Prehistoric Speculation. That video took so much effort to make, it just wasn't very ethical for me, at least, considering I'm very limited on what I've got to make videos. So, game developers, if any of you are watching this video, please make a cross-platform dinosaur game that I can just use for collabs. It would help me out so much. But of course, we aren't here to ramble on about my content creator issues. We are here for Primal Dominion. And I know I haven't gone too in depth on, you know, the basis of the game, but that's because I don't really feel like it's going to need much of an introduction though. I will leave the Steam page down in the description just in case you are interested. I do believe the game is still in very early development, so if when you play it, it isn't up to your standards, do take it with a pinch of salt that the game is still in development. And that is all for today's video though. I know it wasn't too long, but I did just sort of want to bring this game back into hindsight, because it is, as I said, it's got a lot of potential, and I do think that if we as the community support it, it could, you know, go on to be a really good game. The Steam page for Primal Dominion will be in the description, as well as DinoCulture's link for the gameplay. That's all from me. Thanks for watching, and I do hope to see you in the next one.